Yo, Kings, come here, come here. What do you mean you're busy? Come here, now. Come on. Someone's asking us how we recruit all the members we do and all of our secrets. Should I do it? It sounds like a great idea, don't you think? Let's tell everyone how to recruit on Conqueror's Blade. What do you reckon? What do you mean you don't think it's a good idea? What? I think it's a great. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Let's go. Roll tape. Thank you guys for getting this far, 30 seconds in, to come and see what we do in Athena to recruit members in Conqueror's Blade. Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to say a few things because these are very, very important when it comes to recruitment and players and keeping players in your house. Now, the first thing I would say is everything stems from culture and value and what you stand for in Conqueror's Blade. Because if you do not have a strong set of values, then you cannot grow your house. So think about that for a second while you're watching this, and just think about what you can do in your house to really strengthen your values and make players want to stay. Okay? Now, the reason I say that is while recruitment is all important, and I'm going to tell you all of our trade secrets on how we have gone from a house last season to becoming what we are now with 60 territory war people, finishing the season in an exceptionally strong position. I want to tell you how we have done just that, right? It takes pure determination, grit, and consistency, and recruitment is no easy game. So let's get into the 5-prong approach that I use. Number one, and probably arguably the most simple and easy methods, I'm going to put these two together, okay? So that's shouting out in world chat that your house is there. You see everyone do it across the server. It's actually probably the most ineffective method, but it is still a method nonetheless. So you can go into Conqueror's Blade world chat, promote your house, and see if you can get people in. The second method, the second point of this method is to talk to people in the open world as you're running around. The best places to go position yourself in the key cities in the regions. So, for instance, I think it's Longting, you want to go to Haozheng and keep yourself in there to recruit players. Look for players without a house, walk around, chat to them, invite them into your house, and try and get them involved. And that's just one part of the whole recruitment process, right? The first thing is getting them into your house, but actually getting them into territory wars and showing them what this game really is about and the value it holds as a community-based game. Okay, so that's number one. Number one is world chat, talk to people without a house, and go around and chat them up. Number two is getting them over into your Discord. Now, you're going to need Discord to run a successful house in Conqueror's Blade and participate in loads of different territory wars and things like that, and community events, or whatever it is you're trying to build with your house. So to get them into Discord, it's best to have structure. Set expectations. When the players come in, you tell them what you're about and you try and get them over to Discord. I typically use the cadet and knight rank to differentiate whether someone is in the Discord or not in the Discord. And it's imperative that you try and get them over to that Discord as soon as possible. Once they're in, to maintain that person, you want to make them feel as welcomed and as happy as you can be by giving them as much information as possible. Now, we pride ourselves in Athena from taking experienced players, taking new players, and really try to integrate them into this side of the game that Conqueror's Blade has to offer by giving them as much tools and things as possible to set them on their way through territory wars. We do this, and we've made an introduction video for our house members that they can just simply watch rather than having to go through loads of different channels and stuff to really understand what Athena is about as a house, what we expect, and just a general brief overview of territory wars, unit compositions, all that kind of really good stuff to get them started. Now, you may say that isn't really a recruitment method, but actually it is, right? Because as I said before, it's one thing getting someone into the house, it's another thing getting them into Discord, and then it's another thing trying to retain that member. So you really do need to focus not only on the recruitment side, but also keeping hold of those valued players. Another method I would go into is make your house about your community. Now, I did mention that you need to think about what kind of values you have as a house. For me, for Athena, it's all about respecting other houses, respecting each and every member, making everyone feel as welcome and as equal as possible, and having the right mentality and attitude to remain humble at all times. That is very important. And with that, we run a variety of community events throughout the season. Typically, we run 2 or 3 a month, duel competitions, prestige earning competitions, what other things that we had? all sorts of weird and wonderful competitions that we run in the house. And we also have community game nights as well, where we all play together and we make a real effort to try and bring that community together to embed them into the house. This will help with your house recruitment, I guarantee you, because then what happens, people want to get more involved. You then can increase the amount of people that have got roles and responsibilities in your house, allocating recruitment roles to those people. That is another method to try and get as many people as possible to also recruit in your house for you and with you, to try and get as many people as possible. I'm just going to show you now a quick brief snippet of our Discord and people coming into Discord. Now, if I had a log of everyone that joined our house over the period, we'd be well into the thousands, because we do not stop. It's all about consistency, all about getting those players in and putting in the effort. I've seen houses start up, fail, get to 30 members and not get any further. You really do need to put the hard work and determination in to make it a success to recruit these members. Another thing I like to do is not only target the players that do not have a house, but also look at the players that are in cohorts. Now, these cohort players are typically solo players, but if you can talk to them, I call it chat them up in the general world. Really try to get to know them first and foremost. I mean, typically you want to start off with a hello, how are you? Really kind of use some really good techniques to kind of get that person to engage with you, because a lot of people can be quite shy. So if you can make that first step to make them feel more comfortable, they're more likely to want to join your house. So typically say, hey, how are you? How long have you been playing Conqueror's Blade? You can use other things like, have you heard about Territory Wars? Do you know what that is? And then maybe go to the length to use that as a conversation way to explain about Territory Wars and recruiting them into your house. And a lot of the time you'll find that a lot of people will join you, and you will get some very good loyal players in your house if you use the method to take the time to speak to these individuals and get to know them on a one-to-one basis. And actually, I'd say that should stem across your entire, you should be open to everyone in your house, to really make everyone feel comfortable. And again, and I know I've banged on about this in terms of recruitment, and you may not say this is a recruitment method, but retention. We like to do other things amongst community events. We actually held an end of seasons award ceremony, and I'm going to drop you a little clip to that now. This was ran by Kings, who's our co-liege. So yeah, boom.
Spending more time climbing mountains in our fiefs, sitting on roofs, than actually playing the game. There's a couple of major contenders to this. Rick, IXHoHo, and the proof, God, there is only one real contender. There's a couple of people that have come into this, so Rick's managed to recruit a couple of time wasters, but you know, it is Mr. Rick that has to win this one. So, little congratulations. Play the game next season, Rick. We really appreciate it. Thank you. We've reviewed and discussed every single player in the house. We went through everybody. We discussed kind of what have they done this season, what noticeable stuff have they done, have they met certain of these kind of house community goals that we're looking for in our players, and we've got a couple of people for this. So, Samum, again, few similar names popping up again. I apologise to the newer players that perhaps maybe on the next Athena Awards obviously will know you better. IXHoHo, Slay Them, Numbskull, and Skyfly won. So the winner is Stasian.
So guys, that's all our trade tips and secret. There's nothing really else to it in terms of recruiting in Conqueror's Blade. But I'm just going to be crystal clear on the 5 points that I have covered. 1, invite in-game and use world chat to recruit people. 2, use Discord. Use Discord and getting them into Discord to integrate them, to make them feel welcome and give them as much tools and support as you can as a house across the game, helping them with everything from veterancy lines, all that kind of really good stuff. Retention is important. 3rd point, make it a community first and foremost. Play games with each other, run events, do things together to really solidify that kind of family feel that you can do. This will help with recruitment, it will help with word of mouth, it will help you get more players. Number 4 is when you're talking to people in the open world that you want to get into your house, chat them up. Talk to them about how they are, how they're doing, make them feel comfortable, make them see that you're human too, right? And they're human, and try and break down that barrier to really try and recruit new players into your house. And the final thing is, again, similar to the community aspect, but value your players. Don't just get them in and think that's it, done with, that's it, I've got a player now, don't need to worry. Value them. Do things that, tell them that when they're doing a good job. Tell them when they're doing good things. Put them in roles of responsibility if they want them within your house. Do the end of season rewards like you've just done, or other ideas and things, anything intuitive you can think of. But with all of that said, I think the most important thing is to have a really strong set of values, culture in your house. I think if you just do that, you can't really go wrong. It will take you longer to get there if you don't use the methods that I've mentioned, but it will still help you. So stay strong, have good, respectful cultures, and build everyone up and help everyone out. That's all I will say. It's Drysdale here, one of the co-leaders of Athena. Thank you for watching. Take care.